The story opens on Station 7, a remote mining outpost on the edge of known space. The station processes rare crystals at power faster than light drives. It's run by the Galactic Trade Union, a collection of alien species that sees humans as useful but unremarkable laborers. Maya Torres works as a maintenance engineer in the lower levels. She's quiet, keeps to herself, and has been on the station for 3 years. Most aliens barely notice her, just another human doing grunt work. Her supervisor is Commander Vex, a tall, gray-skinned alien who treats humans like tools. The station houses about 200 beings, 150 aliens, from various species, and 50 humans. The humans do the dangerous jobs, crawling through tight spaces, handling toxic materials, and fixing things in areas with deadly radiation. They're considered expendable. Maya's closest friend is Tom, an older human who's worked space stations for 20 years. He's taught her that survival means staying invisible and never making waves. Keep your head down, do your job, go home alive, he always says. The crisis begins when a distress signal reaches the station. A human colony ship called the New Dawn has been attacked by pirates near the Void Sector, a lawless region where the Trade Union has no authority. The ship carries 3,000 human civilians, mostly families seeking new homes on frontier worlds. The pirates are Rozek slavers, a brutal species, known for capturing other beings and selling them in illegal markets. They've disabled the colony ship and are systematically taking prisoners. The humans aboard are fighting back, but they're civilians with no military training. Commander Vex receives the distress call during a station meeting. The alien supervisors discuss the situation while the human workers listen from the back of the room. The aliens debate whether to respond at all. "It's outside our territory," says Administrator Kron, an insect-like being. "Not our problem. Humans breed quickly," adds Chief Engineer Zoll. "Losing one ship won't matter much." The casual way they dismiss human lives shocks even the normally quiet Maya. Tom grabs her arm, sensing her anger. "Don't," he whispers. "It won't help them or us." But Maya can't stay silent. She steps forward and addresses Commander Vex directly. "Sir, my people are dying out there. Station 7 has armed shuttles. We could help." The room falls silent. Aliens turn to stare at the human who dared speak without permission. Vex's eyes narrow with annoyance. "Engineer Torres," Vex says coldly, "your job is to maintain air recyclers, not make policy decisions. Return to your duties." Maya doesn't move. "Those are families, sir. Children." Vex stands towering over her. The trade union doesn't risk valuable assets for lost causes. The colony ship is gone. Accept it. Other humans in the room shift uncomfortably. They want to help too, but they know the cost of defying alien authority. Some have families of their own to protect. Maya looks around the room, seeing the fear in human faces and the cold indifference in alien ones. Something hardens inside her. She's tired of being invisible, tired of being treated like a tool, tired of watching her people suffer while their alien partners. Count Profits. Tom sees the change in her expression and knows trouble is coming. He's seen that look before in soldiers and rebels, in people who've decided they'd rather die fighting than live kneeling. "Maya," Tom says quietly, "think about what you're doing." She turns to him, her voice steady despite the trembling in her hands. "I am thinking, Tom. For the first time in years, I'm thinking clearly." Commander Vex crosses his arms. "Engineer Torres, you will return to your duties immediately, or you will be confined to quarters." Maya reaches up and pulls the elastic from her hair, letting her long brown hair fall free. Then she gathers it again, twisting it into a tight bun and securing it back. The gesture is deliberate, purposeful, like a warrior preparing for battle. She looks directly at Vex, her voice calm but carrying an edge that makes several aliens step back. "Sir, you asked what I'd do about the colony ship." She finishes tying her hair back, her movements precise and controlled. "I can handle this the quiet way, or I can handle it the bloody way. Your choice." The room erupts in shocked murmurs. No human has ever spoken to a senior alien official like this. Tom closes his eyes, knowing their quiet life on Station 7 has just ended forever. Commander Vex stares at Maya, trying to process what he just heard. This insignificant human maintenance worker has just threatened him in front of his entire staff. Maya stands perfectly still, waiting for his answer, her tied-back hair and steady gaze transforming her from invisible laborer to something far more dangerous. Commander Vex decides to test this human's resolve. He's curious more than threatened. What could one maintenance worker possibly do against an entire station of armed aliens? "The quiet way," he says with amusement. "Show me what that looks like, Engineer Torres." Maya nods once. "Thank you, sir. I'll need access to the command center, the armory, and 2 shuttles prepared for immediate departure." Vex laughs a harsh, grating sound. "You think I'll just hand you station resources because you made a threat?" "Not because I threatened you," Maya replies calmly. "Because I'm offering you a solution to a problem you don't even know you have yet." She walks to the main display screen and activates the star charts. Her fingers move across the controls with surprising skill for a maintenance worker. Tom watches in amazement. He never knew she could operate command systems. "The Razak pirates aren't just hitting random ships," Maya explains, highlighting several recent attacks. "Look at the pattern. They're working their way toward trade. Union space getting bolder each time. The New Dawn is their biggest prize, yet 3,000 humans means serious profit in the slave markets." Administrator Kron scuttles closer to examine the data. "This is ... concerning. But what does it matter? Pirates avoid trade union territory." Maya zooms in on Station 7's location. "Not anymore. We're isolated, lightly defended, and we process the most valuable crystals in this sector. After they finish with the colony ship, we're next." The room grows quiet as the aliens realize she's right. Station 7 would be a perfect target rich in resources and far from help. "Even if that's true," Vex says, "what can you possibly do about it?" Maya brings up technical specifications for the station's shuttles. "Your ships are faster and better armed than pirate vessels, but your crews have never seen real combat." "Mine have." "Your crews?" Chief Engineer Zoll asks skeptically. "The humans you've been using for dangerous maintenance work," Maya explains. "We've been preparing for this day for 3 years." Tom stares at her in shock. "Preparing?" He thinks back to all the late-night maintenance training sessions Maya organized, the way she taught other humans to use tools that could double as weapons. The emergency drills she claimed were for station safety. Maya continues, "We can take 2 shuttles, rescue the survivors from New Dawn, and eliminate the pirate threat all without involving trade union forces officially. You get heroes who saved a colony ship and destroyed pirates threatening your station. We get our people back alive." Commander Vex considers this. It's actually a good plan, but trusting humans with armed shuttles seems dangerous. "And if I refuse?" Maya's expression doesn't change, and the bloody way begins in about 30 seconds. She taps her wrist communicator, twice a signal Tom recognizes from their maintenance drills. Throughout the station, human workers begin moving toward critical systems. They've been planning this for years, waiting for the right moment. In the Crystal Processing Center, 3 humans approach the main power coupling with tools that could cause a catastrophic overload. In the shuttle bay, 2 humans begin pre-flight, procedures on ships they weren't authorized to touch. In life support, a human engineer's hand hovers over the oxygen recycling controls. Alarms begin sounding as Station Sensors detect unauthorized activity in restricted areas. Vex realizes with growing horror that the humans have been infiltrating every critical system for years, hiding in plain sight while they prepared for rebellion. Call them off, Vex demands, reaching for his weapon. I could, Maya says peacefully. Or you could give me those shuttles and let us solve both our problems at once. Tom finally understands what Maya's been doing all these years. While he taught her to stay invisible, she was building a resistance network right under their alien supervisors' noses. Every maintenance assignment, every late shift, every accident that gave humans access to restricted areas, it was all preparation for this moment. Administrator Cron receives reports from security teams throughout the station. Sir, they're everywhere. Dozens of humans in positions to cause critical damage. We can't stop them all. Maya checks her watch. 20 seconds, Commander. The quiet way means we leave as friends and come back as heroes. The bloody way means this station loses life support, power, and structural integrity all at once. Your choice. Vex realizes he's been outmaneuvered completely. This wasn't a desperate threat from one angry human. It was a coordinated operation. Years in the making. The quiet maintenance worker had been planning a revolution while serving them coffee and fixing their air recyclers. The quiet way, he says through gritted teeth. Maya smiles for the first time in the conversation. Thank you, sir. Tom, gather our volunteers. We have people to save. As alarms continue sounding throughout Station 7, Maya Torres' invisible maintenance worker turned rebel leader begins transforming into something the galaxy has never seen before. A human with nothing left to lose. Within an hour, Maya has transformed the shuttle bay into a command center. The aliens watch in amazement as humans, who seemed barely competent at maintenance, demonstrate advanced tactical planning and equipment modification skills. Tom leads a team retrofitting the 2 shuttles with additional weapons and armor plating. Where did you learn all this? He asks Maya as they work. My father was a colonial marine, she explains, calibrating targeting systems. He taught me that the best defense is making your enemy underestimate you. We've been invisible for so long, they forgot we might be dangerous. 12 humans volunteer for the rescue mission. Each one has skills the aliens never suspected. Former military personnel, ex-security officers, trained medics, even a former pilot who'd been working in waste management. They'd all taken menial jobs to stay below alien radar while secretly maintaining their combat readiness. Jake, the waste management worker, turns out to be a decorated fighter pilot. Anna, who cleaned air filters, is a combat medic with 15 years of battlefield experience. Rick, who mopped floors, is an explosives expert who can build bombs from cleaning supplies. Commander Vex watches this transformation with growing unease. How long have you been planning this rebellion? Not rebellion, Maya corrects, adjusting her tactical vest. Evolution. Humans adapt, Commander. You kept us in maintenance tunnels and waste processing centers places, where we learned every weakness in your systems. You gave us access to tools and materials, thinking we were too stupid to use them creatively. You were wrong. The team reviews intelligence about the Razak pirates. The colony ship New Dawn is trapped in an asteroid field, its engines disabled. The pirates are using it as a base while they process prisoners for transport to slave markets. An estimated 2,800 humans are still alive, held in the ship's cargo bays. Anna studies medical data about the survivors. Razak torture methods are designed to break resistance quickly. We need to move fast before there's nothing left to save. Jake examines the tactical situation. Pirates have superior numbers, but inferior ships. If we hit them hard and fast, we can create enough chaos to evacuate the survivors. Maya assigns roles with military precision. Jake will pilot the first shuttle with a strike team to disable pirate ships. Anna leads the second shuttle with medical personnel to evacuate wounded civilians. Tom stays on Station 7 to coordinate and prepare for pirate retaliation. As they load equipment, Maya notices Commander Vex speaking privately with other alien supervisors. She approaches him directly. Having second thoughts, sir? Vex looks uncomfortable. My superiors are concerned about arming humans. What happens after you complete this mission? Do you return quietly to maintenance duties? Maya considers this question carefully. The honest answer would probably get them all shot, but she owes him some truth. Commander, what you've seen today, humans organizing, planning, fighting back this, isn't going away. We've been patient because we had to be. But patience has limits. Are you threatening the trade union? I'm explaining reality, Maya says. Humans have been spreading across the galaxy for generations. We work your dangerous jobs, live in your worst neighborhoods, and maintain your infrastructure. We're everywhere. And we've been watching everything. Today you learned we're not as helpless as you thought. Administrator Kron joins the conversation. The trade union has military forces. Human rebellion would be crushed. Anna laughs from across the bay. With what? You rely on us to maintain your weapons, fuel your ships, and run your logistics. We built half your defense systems and know all their weaknesses. A war between us would be very expensive for you. The aliens exchange nervous glances. They're beginning to understand that humanity's apparent weakness might have been camouflage for something much more dangerous. Maya softens her tone. But this doesn't have to be about conflict. Help us save those people today, and we'll show you what partnership really looks like. Humans don't want to overthrow the trade union. We want to join it as equals. Jake finishes pre-flight checks. Shuttles are ready. We have a narrow window to reach the colony ship before the pirates finish processing their prisoners. Maya turns to Commander Vex one final time. Sir, I made you a promise about the quiet way. We leave as your maintenance crew and come back as trade union heroes who saved 3,000 lives and eliminated a pirate threat. That's a story that makes everyone look good. Vex realizes he has no choice. The humans are leaving whether he authorizes it or not. At least this way, he can claim some control over the situation. Mission authorized, he says reluctantly. But Torres, if this goes wrong, the consequences fall on you. Maya nods as she boards the lead shuttle. Understood, sir. Tom, maintain station security while we're gone. If we're not back in 12 hours, implement Protocol 7. Tom's eyes widen. Protocol 7 is their contingency plan simultaneous. Uprisings on every station and colony where humans work as maintenance staff. As the shuttles launch into space, Commander Vex realizes that Maya Torres hasn't just organized a rescue mission. She's fired the opening shot in humanity's bid for galactic recognition. The journey to the new Dawn takes 6 hours through hyperspace. Maya uses the time to brief her team on Razak tactics and review evacuation procedures. As they near the asteroid field, Jake's sensors detect 15 pirate ships surrounding the disabled colony vessel. That's 3 times what intelligence reported, Anna observes grimly. Maya studies the tactical display. The colony ship is massive, nearly 2 kilometers long, but helpless without engines. The pirate vessels are smaller, but heavily armed, arranged in a defensive pattern that guards every approach. They're expecting rescue attempts, Jake notes. This is a trap. Maya nods. The pirates have probably used the distress signal to lure trade union ships into an ambush. They don't know that only 2 small shuttles are coming instead of a full fleet. Change of plans, Maya announces. Anna, take your medical team and stay hidden in the outer asteroids. Jake, we're going to make some noise. She opens a communication channel to the pirate flagship. A Razak commander appears on screen, a reptilian humanoid with scarred scales and predatory eyes. Unknown vessels, the pirate snarls. You have entered a restricted area. Withdraw immediately or be destroyed. This is Maya Torres of the trade union vessel Quiet Thunder. She lies smoothly. We're responding to a distress call from the colony ship New Dawn. Release the prisoners and withdraw from trade union territory. The Razak commander laughs a harsh, hissing sound. Trade union territory? This is the void sector, human. Number. Laws here accept strength. Your 2 small ships against my fleet? You are either very brave or very stupid. Probably both, Maya admits. But here's what you don't understand about humans. We're really good at making bad situations worse for everyone involved. She cuts the communication and turns to her strike team. Brick, are the surprises ready? The former janitor grins, patting several innocuous-looking maintenance containers. 40 pounds of improvised explosives disguised as standard cargo. The beauty of being underestimated is that nobody searches the cleaning supplies. Maya's plan is typically human aggressive, creative, and completely insane. Instead of fighting 15 ships directly, they're going to ram the pirate flagship and detonate Rick's homemade bombs inside it. The explosion should create enough chaos for Anna's team to evacuate survivors from the colony ship. Ma'am, Jake says quietly, this is a suicide mission. Even if we succeed, we won't survive the explosion. Maya checks her weapons one final time. Jake, 3,000 people are counting on us. My father used to say that some fights are worth dying for. This is one of them. The shuttle accelerates toward the pirate formation. Razak ships immediately. Open fire. Energy beams lighting up space around the small vessel. Jake's piloting skills keep them alive as he weaves between asteroids, using the rocky debris as cover. Hull breach on Deck 2, reports Lisa, a former security officer. Sealing emergency bulkheads, more hits rock the shuttle. Systems fail throughout the ship, but Jake keeps them flying toward the flagship. The pirates are confused by their apparent suicide attack. Most species retreat when faced with impossible odds. Range to target, 2 kilometers and closing. Jake calls out. Maya opens ship-wide communications. This is for everyone we couldn't save in time. Anna, get our people out of there. The second shuttle emerges from the asteroids and races toward the colony ship. Pirate vessels try to intercept it, but Maya's attack has drawn most of their attention. Anna's team reaches the New Dawn's docking bay just as Jake's shuttle impacts the pirate flagship. The explosion is magnificent and terrible. Rick's improvised. Bombs detonate inside the enemy command ship, tearing it apart from within. The blast wave damages 3 nearby pirate vessels and sends debris throughout the asteroid field. But Maya's team doesn't die in the explosion. At the last second before impact, they used the shuttle's emergency teleporter, a system Maya quietly modified during their preparation. The energy discharge masks their transport to the colony ship, making it appear they died heroically in the attack. The surviving pirates, shocked by the kamikaze attack, begin retreating. They've never encountered a species willing to trade lives so freely for tactical advantage. The human reputation for desperate courage is well earned. Aboard the New Dawn, Maya's team finds the survivors in terrible condition. Families huddle together in cargo holds, injured and terrified. Many have been tortured by their captors. Children cry for missing parents. Medical teams to Cargo Bay 3. Anna calls over the intercom. We have wounded civilians. Maya helps evacuate families to the waiting shuttles. An elderly man grabs her arm. Are you real? We thought nobody was coming for us. We're real, Maya assures him. And we're taking you home. As the shuttles fill with rescued civilians, Maya realizes this moment will change everything. Word will spread throughout human space about the rescue at New Dawn. The galaxy is about to learn that humanity doesn't abandon its own. The quiet way is over. From now on, humans will be seen as something far more dangerous and invisible maintenance. Workers. They'll be seen as protectors willing to die for strangers. The return to Station 7 becomes a victory parade. News of the rescue spreads across trade union communications networks within hours. Humans throughout the galaxy hear the story of Maya Torres and her volunteers maintenance workers who became heroes overnight. Commander Vex waits in the shuttle, with the entire station crew. His expression is unreadable as Maya disembarks with 2,847 rescued civilians. The survivors are weak but alive, many carrying children or supporting injured family members. Status report. Vex requests formally. Maya stands at attention, still wearing her scorched tactical gear. Mission accomplished, sir. All pirate vessels destroyed or dispersed. Colony ship New Dawn secured. Casualty report. 0 trade union personnel lost. She doesn't mention that. They technically died and were resurrected by teleporter, or that Rick is still grinning about his successful bombing run. Some details don't belong in official reports. Tom embraces her as other humans cheer. You crazy woman, we thought you were dead when we saw that explosion. Death is temporary, Maya says with a smile. Freedom is permanent. Over the following days, everything changes. Human maintenance workers throughout trade union territory begin revealing their true capabilities. Former soldiers emerge from janitor positions. Ex-pilots stop pretending to be incompetent at navigation, and trained medics cease hiding their skills. The revelation sends shockwaves through alien command structures. Species that considered humans to be useful but unremarkable laborers discover they've been living alongside experienced military personnel, intelligence operatives, and technical specialists. Administrator Kron summons Maya to his office a week after the rescue. The Trade Union Council wants to meet with you. They single quotes concerned about recent developments. Maya isn't surprised. Across the galaxy, humans are organizing openly now. Work slowdowns, demands for better conditions, and requests for equal representation in trade union governance. The invisible workforce is becoming very visible. What do they want to discuss? Maya asks. Integration, Kron admits. The council realizes that treating humans as expendable labor may have been short-sighted. They're prepared to offer humanity. Junior partnership status in the trade union. Maya considers this. Junior partnership would mean better pay, safer working conditions, and some political representation. It's more than humans have ever been offered before. That's generous, she says carefully. But inadequate. Kron's mandibles click nervously. What would be adequate? Full partnership. Equal representation on the council. Humans get the same rights and responsibilities as every other species in the trade union. Impossible, Kron responds immediately. Humans are newcomers to galactic civilization. You lack the experience and development of older species. Maya pulls up a datapad showing trade union economic statistics. Sir, humans perform 60% of dangerous industrial work, maintain 70% of critical infrastructure, and operate 40% of cargo transport. We're not newcomers. We're the foundation your entire economy is built on. She adds more statistics. Human colonies produce 30% of trade union food supplies. Human engineers design the hyperspace navigation systems your ships depend on. Human medics develop treatments for diseases that affect multiple alien species. Kron stares at the numbers in growing amazement. He never realized how thoroughly humans had become integrated into trade union society. They weren't just laborers. They were essential partners who had been systematically denied recognition. The council will never agree to full partnership. He warns. Maya nods. Then they'll learn what the bloody way really looks like. What happened at New Dawn was just a demonstration. We showed them we could fight. The next lesson will show them we can stop working. She's referring to the coordinated strike being planned across human space. If negotiations fail, every human in trade union territory will simultaneously walk off their jobs. Infrastructure will collapse within days. 3 weeks later, Maya finds herself on the trade union capital world, addressing the full council. Representatives from dozens of species listen as she makes humanity's case for equal partnership. You've seen what we can do when we organize, she tells them. The choice is simple: accept us as equals, or watch your civilization crumble without us. The debate lasts for hours. Some species support human integration, recognizing their economic importance. Others resist change, preferring the old system where humans stayed invisible and expendable. Finally, the council votes. By a narrow margin, humanity is granted full partnership status in the trade union. Maya Torres, the quiet maintenance worker who tied her hair back and offered a choice between the quiet way and the bloody way, becomes humanity's first representative on the galactic government. Years later, historians will mark the rescue of the New Dawn as the moment humanity announced itself to the galaxy. But Maya knows the truth: humans had been there all along, hiding in plain sight, maintaining the infrastructure that kept civilization running. They just stopped pretending to be invisible. The quiet way and the bloody way had both led to the same destination: recognition, respect, and a place at the table where decisions about the future were made. Maya Torres kept her promise. She found a way to save her people and change everything. Sometimes the best revolutions start with someone willing to tie their hair back and get to work.